Hey guys, Adam here at DirectionTrader.com. Let's do today's recap. Talk about what we went over this morning and what we traded this morning in the live trading room and what I see moving forward. It's about 2 o'clock here Central, so there's about a half hour left in the markets. But I decided to go ahead and start making this video here because I'm not going to do much more going forward. There is a nice little drop here into the market though. Let's start here. We'll take a look at crude. On the left side, you see the daily chart. Guys, we pretty much have the same analysis here on crude that we had a couple weeks ago on the indexes, just to the opposite direction. We're obviously selling off here versus the indexes, which are actually pushing higher. So at this point, we've definitely gotten very, very extended from this 21 period moving average. Now, is it the end all be all? No, but it's a nice moving average that I like to use for my reversions to the mean. So if we get separated a little bit, I like to see it revert back to that 21. It does it. If you go back in time, you can see how well that works out. So let's get started here on crude, talk about what we see and what we did today. We opened up today looking at that previous day's low. That's what we're looking at. In a downtrend, if we break the previous day's lows, we're only looking to go with it. Okay, anything above them previous day's lows, we're looking for a retracement opportunity back up towards the mean. So reversion to the mean. You can clearly see what happened today. We started to sell and it never stopped. So what do we do? In the trading room, we ended up trying for 2 different trades here on the crude market. I didn't get any fills, guys. It was such a good bearish market here. On a couple different pullbacks, we placed some orders. One of them, we actually touched our order and rolled on to targets. No fill there. Another one, we placed an order, just missed it by 2 ticks before rolling over. So them kind of things just happen when you're trading, guys. You're not always going to get your perfect fills. And on top of that, I don't chase the market. So once it started to roll over, I didn't drop down my price. I don't chase markets. That's never led to anything good. Plus, it cuts severely into your reward to risk ratio that you have built into your plan. So not something I'm interested in. So a great opportunity today, guys. Some guys in the room were able to take advantage of the crude. They have a little bit different entry techniques than I do, so that was beneficial. But just to recap here, going into tomorrow, the analysis is the same. Watch that previous day's low. Anything below today's lows, I will only look to short it. Anything above that previous day's lows, I will look to a smaller time frame and look for some type of bullish momentum or some type of a bullish pattern here to get this thing trading back up or reverting this thing back up towards the mean. So that is a very, very popular method for me in the trading room and something I really like trading. So in the big pushes like this, watch that previous day's low when you're in a downtrend on a daily chart. Previous day's high is in an uptrend. So that's what I'll be looking at in crude going into tomorrow. Let's take a quick look here at the S&P. Now, coming into today, we had a little bit of a kind of a if-then type of analysis. If I were to zoom in here just a little bit, let me just blow this up. That's even better. We had kind of an if-then analysis on the indexes going into today. We were talking about kind of at some support here. Like if you look at the S&P, the Dow, they have this line come through here, and we were just teasing it after Friday as we were breaking. So we were curious today. We really wanted to watch and get outside of that big range from Friday. This is Friday's trading range, and we wanted to get out of there. At this point, we wanted to see if the bulls were going to kick in or we're going to continue to pull back, kind of like these pullbacks have been, most recent one being a little more severe. We were curious. If we could break above the highs, we were going to go right back with it, with the trend, break below the lows, going to be aggressively shorting. And as you can see, that's exactly what we did here with the indexes today. So, like I said, I took a couple opportunities on crude, couldn't get it, and then eventually came around. We ended up getting a fill on the Russell, which was a nice trade, and 2 fills later on in the S&P went on to be nice trades. I do have them trades posted on the website. If you'd like to see one of them S&P trades, it's posted so you can see it. It's called managing the trade or managing the risk. So basically just was stepping through and watching one of our positions and how we managed the trade for some profits. So going forward, we can see that we're clearly broke this resistance. So now it's kind of one of them deals. Are we going to test the resistance and roll over? Are we going to start to bounce from here? Or are we going to continue breaking through previous day's lows in a downtrend and dropping even more? What will it be going into tomorrow? That's the question. The benefit of being a day trader, we don't have to be right. We can have an analysis or have a plan, and then depending on what that plan is, we can put that into attack going into tomorrow. So basically going into tomorrow, kind of like we did on the crude, I'm going to do it the opposite way. Anything below today's low, I'm permanently short, because there's really nothing here for a long ways for me to get worried about bouncing off of support here. So there's a lot of room here for this thing to sell off if we break through today's lows. If we break through today's highs, I'm only looking long. Okay? And then something I don't always encourage, but I'm going to do because we've been very volatile, having some really great trading stuff going on here intraday. I'm going to look at my 233 tick chart. Some of you use a 5-minute chart, maybe a 2-minute chart, whatever you may use. I will start to look at price patterns intraday if we stay inside this previous day's range or inside today's range. So I'm only looking to be short below today's range. I'm only looking long above today's range. And in the middle, I'm willing to use my smaller time frames because the volatility has increased. We've had some really good volatility. Remember, when there was low volatility, this wasn't even an option for me. Now the volatility has increased. We're getting some better moves intraday. Could provide for some nice patterns if you are disciplined enough to watch your patterns and not overtrade. Make sure the momentum's with you on whatever time frame you use, and then you can go ahead and go with it. So watch some previous day's high, previous day's lows. And a question here I had on email. What we did, we got aggressive this morning to the short side. Why was we able to get so aggressive so early? Let's go over here and look why. You see this morning we opened up here. Let me just go back here. We opened up here. The Dow was up over 100 points. The S&P up over, I think it was 15 points this morning. We opened up extremely bullish, but we were not necessarily looking to dip our toe in the buy side today at all. As you see here, this is the advanced decline here. We opened up at plus 1,200. Now that is not that high for that strong of a reading. So as the market started to roll over, we've seen these advanced declines start to drop. I knew right away that the bulls were not necessarily in charge of this market, and we were only looking to the short side. So for you guys trading the stock index futures and looking for something to maybe help you steer you in the right way whenever it comes to intraday trading, maybe start to dip your toe and look at some of these market internals, whether it be the advanced decline, like you see right down here. This here is a breadth or a volume indicator, or an icy tick, which I am a huge fan of down here. But the reason I did not bite on that big move to the upside this morning was because of the advanced decline. We knew we were only plus 1,200, which is not that strong of a reading, especially for how strong the markets were gapping up, and we were only looking for and being patient for that market to roll over, and that's the way that we traded. So great discipline in the trading room this morning. It was really, really it was tough because we had to be really disciplined early on. We weren't able to get any trades right out of the gate. We were patient, and then when we went to take a trade, we took a couple crude trades, but we never got filled, and I didn't chase them. They went on to final targets, so some people were like, man, we're just missing it, and it's easy to get frustrated whenever you're not getting fills and you're seeing them go right to your final targets and all that, but we didn't get frustrated. We stayed very disciplined. We were able to get 3 trades in the indexes later on in the day after they broke through the previous day's lows, stuck to our plan, made some profits, and happy going into tomorrow. So I hope some of this stuff helped you guys out. If you have any questions, you're always free to email me, adam@directiontrader.com. So if you got any questions, send me an email, adam@directiontrader.com. If not, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Have a good afternoon.